This is the review of 9th of June, which was yesterday. I have been away from a week. I was not at a place from where I could stream. That is why there were no reviews. I am yet to provide all those reviews. The last week had been amazing. I did not edit the Monday, but after Monday, each of the day was a winning day. Let's focus on what we are planning to do, which is review yesterday. Yesterday in itself was a quite challenging day, I would say. I was very conscious and very mindful. That is why I traded small, I traded less. It was overall a winning day. I put on 3 trades in total. Let's review those trades and maybe look at what I missed, what could have been better. Let's start with the DAX index. It opened here and the first bar was very positive, and then we had a strong sell-off and then a measured move down, and then we saw a quick retracement, and I won't even call it a retracement. It was a bought up from the range low, and I started looking for buying opportunities. As soon as this candle closed, I waited for a 10 tick retracement and I bought here, and then there was a long hour of waiting. Had to wait considerably for more than 1.5 hours for something meaningful to happen, and then we started breaking out. As soon as we broke out and this was the retracement, I added to my position, and I was thinking that this is an A, B, C and then a D, and then we might see the highs again, and it didn't work out in my favor. I got stopped out of my initial position, and on the add-on I lost considerably very small amount here. This was like 15 or 30 points, and then I flipped the switch to sell and I sold here, added on the close, and after seeing this candle I was sure that there would be buyers below it, and the market is not even weak. Closed half of my position here and another half when we saw the low here. I wanted to press it very honestly, but after seeing this candle I was not in a mood to press, and then after another hour of waiting the market gave a deep pullback, and then it continued to sold off again. It was a challenging day, I would say. There was a lot of waiting and very less to be made. Then we moved on to the US session. It opened around here and the opening was very weak, and after the retracement the market made a target of a measured move, and I've talked it previously as well. If you look at the opening and if you've seen a big move, you can measure the close, basically the body of the candle, high and the low of the body, and print it either up or down, and that could be your target. And after the retracement, this was the target. I was not onboarded because the Nasdaq was very strong, and then we started rallying up. Each of the move was a measured move up, from here to here, retracement, here to here, retracement, here to here, retracement, and then another move. It was a 4-leg up move. I was not expecting it to be that much. I was very confused what to do with Dow, even though it was very strong, but the weak open was something that was making me hesitant to trade the Dow. If we look at the Nasdaq also opened very big. Comparative to the Dow Jones, it was okayish, not that weak, and when it came all the way back, I wanted to be a buyer, and after this retracement, the obvious stops are around here at the highs, and that is where I started buying. I bought here, and then I measured this entire move from here to here, and then this is a retracement, and then cloned the entire move, and these were my targets. I exited even though the market went a little more in my favor, and I was waiting for a retracement. I knew this is the breakout zone, this is a 50% retracement, and also this was a completion of an ABCD move down here. I once thought of being a buyer here, but I was very hesitant. If you look at the timings of it, it happened around 9:15, and around the same time the Dow Jones printed its second leg up and had cleared this high, and I was thinking that if it starts to sell off from here, the Nasdaq might follow. Generally the index are in sync. That is why I was hesitant, and sensing that I am hesitant to take the trade, I decided to close this session there. Since Dow was a bit confusing and I was hesitant there was nothing left for me to do, and the session ended. Looking at what happened in the DAX, we had a weak open, continuation, and then market came back. It is kind of happening same today. We had a weak open, waiting for a trade to present itself. I have not yet traded today. Let's see what happens today. What I'll do is I'll come back. I have already collected all the reviews of the previous week. I'll come back with a video of the entire week reviews of the June first week, and then I have some material that I read during this time period around the magnets, trends, the measured move, that I'll